Let's talk about orgasm, and specifically full body orgasm. My name is Leán. I'm a sex coach and I work with women, with men, and with couples. My underlying goal is always to help people to have full body orgasms. Absolutely any person can have a full body orgasm, no matter what gender or sexual orientation you are. If you have a body, you can have a full body orgasm. Most people understand orgasm as a genital orgasm, either ejaculation or a clitoral orgasm. Now, when we start working with full body orgasms, we want to shift that awareness to understand that an orgasm can basically happen in any part of your body. It is not as though you are going to stimulate your genitals so much that the pleasure basically explodes into the rest of your body. It doesn't work that way. I am an expert on full body orgasms. Just trust me, right? So most people understand an orgasm as happening in the genitals, right? So just think for a moment what is really happening there when we have an orgasm in the genitals. Is we start feeling, we start sensing, then we start giving ourselves into that feeling, and we allow ourselves to feel more and more and more and more and more and more. And it is that physical sensation of pleasure that builds and builds and builds. And then at some point, there's almost like a psychological let go into the body. And that's where the orgasm, like, whoa, that collapse into self. That's what's happening during an orgasm. There is like a deep physical, emotional happening. You know, the French call it petit mort, that small death. It's like you are just dying into yourself. Now we have the capacity to move that awareness of pleasure, that awareness of sensation, of going so deep into the body. We are able to move that awareness into any place in the body. And it simply takes a little bit of practice to fine-tune your awareness so that you can feel so much in other parts of your body as well. So your full body orgasm starts in yourself, is to allow your awareness of pleasure to infiltrate into the rest of your body. And a full body orgasm is really up to you. You can't really give someone a full body orgasm. You may touch someone, tickle someone, do all kinds of things that turn them on, but ultimately they have to be very present to the sensations and keep surrendering into the sensations in order to feel pleasure. It's like you can take a horse to the water, but you cannot make it drink. You can touch someone, but you cannot make them feel. The intensity of feeling and the surrendering to feeling and feeling pleasure is something that happens inside yourself. And the moment you realize that, it is the most empowering understanding of yourself as a sexual being, is when you can understand how to surrender into the pleasure inside your own body and how to spread the pleasure inside your own body. Now, there are various techniques that you can do to become more aware and to feel more. One of them is breath. The more you breathe, the more you can feel. The other one is focus, attention. Where your attention goes, the energy flows. Trust me, you can try this. And then the next thing is trusting yourself and practice. So initially, you might use your imagination to imagine your whole body lighting up with pleasure. Just imagine that. And then eventually you'll become aware of like subtle sensations of pleasure moving through your entire body. And the more attention you give it, the stronger these sensations will become. You will start trusting your own body more and more and more. And you would have stimulated those neural pathways of understanding pleasure in the body. The process of switching yourself on to feeling pleasure is like a mind-body connection that you can teach yourself to get better and better and better at. And there are these techniques, like I said, breathing, focus, imagination, also movement. All these elements will help you to bring more pleasure into your body and to start understanding yourself as a sensual, sexual being throughout your entire body. And last point is one of the benefits of knowing how to have full body orgasms within yourself. One of the benefits is that you are able to go into an orgasmic state and stay in that state for hours. Where when you are in a full body orgasmic state, it's not like, oh baby, did you have an orgasm? It's like you are in a sea of orgasms, in an ocean of awareness, where the orgasms are small ripples and big waves and more intense and less intense, but you go into a pleasure state. And this is, again, like I said, very empowering and a very satisfying way to make love with your partner. So to know more about orgasms, full body orgasms for women and their partners, you can look at my course, The Pleasure of Full Body Orgasms, where I give you these techniques of how to get home into the body. And another course that would also be good is demystifying energy orgasms, because it helps you to fine-tune into that finer awareness within your body. Right. Thank you for now.